Good evening and welcome to the Grand Canyon University Stadium for today's matchup between the BYU Cougars and the GCU Lopes. I'm Dewey Jeffries alongside Jacob Hippensteel. Tell us a little bit about your time with the GCU Lacrosse team, Jake.
Well, thanks, Dewey. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. So I graduated in 2012, so that means I was here for a lot of the early years with GCU Lacrosse. We sort of culminated in a national tournament appearance my senior year. I got to see the early part of GCU Lacrosse all the way through us winning a national championship a few years ago.
Awesome. And what do you expect tonight as we get ready to take on the BYU Cougars?
So you got a big game tonight. I mean, this is the number 2 team in the country, GCU, versus the number 4 team in the country, BYU. Another added factor in the mix here is that this is GCU's first game here in this brand new stadium. So, they're trying to set a precedent here, be a winning program in this stadium. So,
absolutely. We're going to really quickly go through the starting lineups. First for BYU, we got Mason Moon, Winston Farley, Max Nesser, Connor Bernal, Alex Yost, Rick Rose, Zach Labrum, Boston Hanley, Tanner Johnson, Harry Waddups, Harrison Wardle, and Connor Williams. And for the GCU Lopes, we have Joe Balestrieri, Vincent Vicente, Ryan Shin, Sean McDonald, Nathan Smith, Alexander Larson, Brandon Shushand, Cameron Greniuk, and Jack Lamy. Everybody's lined up on the field right now, doing the little doing their handshake. Looks like they're getting ready to go started. And we're getting ready to go with the face-off right in the middle of center field.
So as soon as the ball hits it, everyone need to bring it out.
yeah, both teams look pretty fired up right now. They're definitely looking to get started off quick tonight.
Yeah, fade out right now.
And we're going to get ready to get started here. We got Ryan Shin for the face-off. The refs will step back.
Got an illegal procedure. It looks like something was wrong with the way Shin lined up there. The ball goes to BYU.
BYU in the back of the cage.
BYU's moving the ball around, looking to sub some guys out, get some more offensive-minded midfielders on the field before they get into their offense.
They take the ball back out to midfield, trying to reset, work their way around GCU's defense. Back out to Alex Yost. Yost with the ball. Gets it to Labrum. Labrum looking to enter. Attacks but misses. GCU now has the ball.
Yeah, shot got blocked down there by the defender before it ever even made it to the cage. So good break for the GCU defense there.
Smith across the field to Vicente.
Looks like GCU stepped out, turned the ball over. It's coming back the other way with BYU.
BYU looked like they had a nice open shot. The pass goes awry from Nesser.
Yeah, sloppy pass leads to the turnover. It's going back now.
GCU in that early offensive stage setting up.
I didn't see the call, but they're calling it a turnover, so.
Awesome block.
Great save there by the goalie. Yeah, 1-on-0, and he makes the save.
Alexander Larson. Quick reaction time. kept that ball out. Smith gets it. All out to Snowbarger. Do a little bit of switching to Ekaroth.
Yeah, GCU is doing the same thing here. They're looking to hold up the ball a little bit, get the right guys on the field. They still got a long stick over on the offensive end, so they're going to try and shore that up, get that guy switched out.
GCU around the back of the cage. Doing a little bit of passing. McDonald loses the ball, but GCU recovers. There's an open shot, and GCU scores for the first point of the night.
That's a great loose ball play there. The ball got knocked down, and GCU was able to pick up the loose ball, move it quick to the open man, who puts it away.
Joe Balestrieri makes that first goal for the Lopes tonight, leading them off to a really good start.
First GCU goal in the new stadium.
Absolutely, that's a big statement. Be back in the center for the face-off again.
GCU Lopes goal scored by number 4, Joe Balestrieri. Assisted by number 31, Cooper
BYU
Snowbarger.
being pretty aggressive right now. A lot of movement. Waddups gets it back out to midfield. Michael Perry's going to carry for a while. Gets it to Andrew Bertha. Still moving around the cage, taking their sweet time. Looking to make a move here, and BYU scores. Number 25, Harry Waddups.
Yeah, it's a great goal on a skip pass. Hits the open man. He took it from about 12 yards and just buried it in the corner.
Oh, that passing played off. Moving the ball from around the cage like an arc until they found that opening.
Yeah, dude, it was really that last pass that cuts through the defense, catches everybody off guard, and found the open man there. So, good play on BYU.
Absolutely. We're going to meet back in the center of midfield again for the next face-off. GCU recovers, and they will have the ball. When Greniuk gets it out to DeYoung. A little bit of switching, taking their time. Snowbarger comes back on the field. Looks to make a move. Gives it to McDonald. Balestrieri still with the ball. Clears it out to Austin Ekaroth. Lopes really taking a moment here to assess this BYU defense and go back in and take that chance, but they have a whiffed pass, and BYU's going to have the ball again.
Yeah, sloppy handle there. The pass got tipped up and straight to the BYU defender.
BYU just now entering midfield. Another whiffed pass by BYU gets recovered.
Lucky break there for BYU to recover that pass.
Connor Bernal gets it out to Zach Labrum. Labrum works his way around, passes back. Going again. That pass is almost whiffed up. BYU shot attempt blocked.
Great save by Alexander.
Yeah, another big save by the keeper there.
Larson, 2 huge saves already.
Something to watch. Goalkeeper's left-handed. A lot of guys are used to playing against right-handed goalies. They forget that his stick's on the other side of his head, so they're shooting to a spot that's normally open, and it goes right to the stick on this guy.
Connor Bernal carries. Rise at upper left wing. The ball gets thrown out. And it's going to be BYU ball.
BYU goal there on the sweep. Looked like number 17 came across, just split right back over to his right hand, straight across the front of the cage, and buried it.
GCU's going to need to up their defense. More fluid. Can count on these strong.
Help.
BYU goal, kick by number 4, Max Nestor. Assisted by number 14, Willie Lowe.
Timeout BYU. Hey, don't forget the concession is open for business, and the loan shop has your favorite lacrosse gear. Do not forget to visit each shop before closing tonight.
Zach Labrum slides it out, gets it around. Alex Yost again with the ball. Relaxing right now. GCU's just trying to make sure they play strong defense against BYU. They don't need BYU to score anymore. An almost attempted shot by BYU, but GCU recovers. Alexander Larson again.
A great recovery by Alexander Larson.
Christian Essex.
Throwing a big fake with the deep hole. You don't see that too often. Almost a turnover there on the clear, and Balistrieri comes up, makes another big play, gets a ground ball there to retain possession.
Excellent backup there by Balistrieri. Ekaros sitting in midfield. Lopes got to figure out a way to get past BYU's defense in order to put some more points on the board. Back to Snowbarger. Missed pass. Balistrieri goes and gets the shot right between the legs.
Yeah, Balistrieri has been picking up a lot of loose balls, passes that weren't intended for him. That one, the pass was heading to the guy on the crease. He couldn't handle it. Balistrieri's on the backside to pick up the loose ball and put it away. Heads up play there, cleaning up the garbage right in front of the goal.
A little bit of finessing right there. It's pretty fancy play for the Lopes after having tried simple plays the last couple of minutes here. Didn't get a whole lot of that. But as soon as they spice it up a little bit, they get that point. And now it's 7-3.
GCU Lopes goal scored by number 4, Joe Balistrieri.
BYU recovers.
The goal was unassisted.
BYU looking to score a little bit more before the second quarter ends. We got about just under 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Tanner Johnson slides the ball in. Farley gets it around to the back of the cage. Again, good ball movement by BYU. They're utilizing the entirety of the box right now, making sure that if they can find an entry, it'll be done by splitting up the Lopes.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping the GCU defense spread out there. It's making it hard for GCU to recover and making it hard for them to slide to help.
Bertha gets it in to number 12, Taylor Heyman. Slides it right underneath the legs of Alexander Larson, and BYU will score again.
Yeah, it's a real simple crease man. Just cut back to the attack man at X. He was able to find the open man there, and just 1-2 goal there.
BYU goal scored by number 12, Taylor Hayden. Assisted by number 7, Andrew Bertha.
Going back to center field for the faceoff again. In the second quarter, about 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. BYU leads the Lopes 8-3.
They got push there on the face-off. Ball goes to BYU.
BYU scrambling to dump some more points on the board and make their lead almost unreachable. Zach Labrum slides it out. Gets it to Waddups, who again slides it back over. Alex Yost, a smart carrier, likes to take his time, but when he sees an opening, he will certainly rush. But the overhead pass gets intercepted by GCU.
Yeah, it was a good defensive play to have a stick in the passing lane. Really good clearing pass there.
Almost a really good assist for the Lopes, but the pass was just not seen quite right.
Yeah, that's a bread and butter fast break. You got to finish that every time. It's a bad pass, mishandle.
It's going to be really crucial for GCU. They need to be able to capitalize on easy points like that. And when they don't, it explains this lead like they have right now. Just about under 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Michael Perry with the ball. Still behind the cage. Gets it back out to Yost. Farley keeps it up top. BYU calls a timeout.
Yeah, BYU trying to talk things over right before the end of the half. They have the ball right now. They have a lead. Get a timeout. They can talk things over. It's a good chance to score right now.
BYU been pretty strong this entire quarter, this entire half, honestly.
Yeah, BYU's been playing really well. Some really good ball movement on offense. Lopes aren't able to get much done on their offensive end of the field. BYU's defense is holding strong. I mean, if it weren't for some of those great saves by Larson, GCU's goalkeeper, this lead could be a whole lot worse for GCU right now.
This is when you really got to stand and point out that Alexander Larson has been probably the star player so far of the Lopes. They've been having to play a very heavy defensive game. And like you said, Jake, without those saves, GCU would be much further in the hole than they are now. A minute 19 left in the second quarter. BYU still leads 8-3 against GCU. In this last minute or so, would assume the Lopes want a good comeback play or something to start off before they get into the second half of this game.
Yeah, GCU's been a second half team, so I mean, I'm sure they'd be satisfied with just keeping BYU off the board right now for the last minute and then get back in for halftime. Come back out, tweak the game plan a little and try to turn things around in the second half.
Connor Bernal gets it out to Labrum. They're going to hold it around, being patient as they try to run out this time. Definitely playing a wide out keep away game right now from the Lopes.
Yeah, they're trying to kill time. They're trying to run off the clock, maybe get the last shot here.
As we come down to the last 30 seconds, BYU still playing this keep away game. Not even just now, barely thinking about attacking, but they recover. The ball is saved. Alex Larson again, as we said. He's quick.
Yeah, two good looks there. First one was a save. Goalkeeper's best friend. Looks like that rang off the pipe.
BYU with that turnaround shot. It will make it 9-3 in favor of BYU.
Yeah, great play by the attackman there. Zach Labrum, picked the ball up off the end line, drove it straight upfield, and finished with that little backhand goal.
The Cougars now, if they weren't before, they're certainly fired up now. Leading off into the half with 6 points ahead of the Lopes.
BYU goal scored by number 17, Zach Label. The goal was an assist.
Under 15 seconds left. This will probably be the last face-off of the half. As the Lopes recover and try to do something with it in this last brief moment here. Balistreri goes, and they do score. Number 13, Sean McDonald, gets that last-ditch effort shot.
It's a good play by Balistreri, carries across the top of the box, finds the man all alone on the back pipe, and quick move to get around his defender and puts it away. That'll do good for the Lopes, getting a goal right before half like that. I mean, got 1.7 on the clock. Probably nothing going to happen for the rest of this half. It's good to go into halftime with a goal like that.
I guess I spoke too soon saying the last face-off would be the last, because this one will be.
Yeah, goals can come quick in lacrosse.
Lopes goal scored by number 13, Sean McDonald. Assisted by number 4, Joe Balistreri.
And as we end the half, the score is 9-4. BYU is winning. We'll be right back after this.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages less than 17 students with full-time faculty. Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Call us today at 855-428-7692. At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages less than 17 students with full-time faculty. Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Call us today at 855-428-7692. At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages less than 17 students with full-time faculty and student advisors. Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Call us today at 855-428-7692. At GCU, earning your degree online.
How do you miss that?
Welcome back to the GCU Stadium, where the GCU Lopes are facing off against the BYU Cougars. The Cougars are leading 9-4. I'm joined now by another former Lopes lacrosse player, Kyle Mason.
Hey, how's it going tonight, Dewey?
Pretty good. Lopes have had a little bit of struggles going on in this first half here. I know you sat back here with us and saw a little bit of it. How do you think they're going to have to improve for this second half to come back and maybe surpass the Cougars?
Yeah, absolutely, Dewey. Well, one, we are turning the ball over. The Lopes are just way too frequently. A lot of really unforced turnovers. And that's really shooting ourselves in the foot there. Offensively, I really think that we need to get aggressive and really start going to the goal. Take the ball to the net and try and make some things happen. I think we're waiting a little bit too long to try and find the right matchup and in turn end up turning the ball over. Spending quite a lot of time on defense there as well. So if we can really start getting the ball up and out of our defensive zone, I think it's really going to help us out a lot.
Absolutely. And what do you think? Do you think this has anything to do with a little bit of the history that GCU has had against BYU?
Well, we've had quite a few heated battles against GCU. I don't know if that's going to be playing a role into a lot of today's game. A lot of the players on the team, they've seen BYU a couple of times, and they fared decently well against them. We saw them quite a few times early on when I was still here, and pretty tough squad, so they're always going to come out ready to play.
Absolutely. The Lopes definitely needing to change something about their attack and their strategy in this game tonight if they want to come back and make the comeback. What would you think would be a couple of keys for the Lopes going into the second half that they might want to focus on coming at this BYU Cougar team?
Well, I think possession is going to be the number one thing here. In lacrosse, possession is king, right? If we have the ball, we're going to be able to do a lot of good things with it and start spinning the ball and putting it in the back of the net. Again, I think we keep chipping away at what we've been doing, and lacrosse is a game of runs. Any team can get hot, and we're only down 5 goals, so really not too big of a deficit. Have definitely seen bigger leads blown before, so I think we keep chipping away at what we're doing here, and really just keep doing what got us to this point. I mean, the Lopes are 3-0 right now, obviously coming into a pretty heated battle here against BYU, but I think we stick to our guns, play the way in which we know how to play, and the way that we got here.
Absolutely. It's been a definite battle on the field tonight. The Lopes have really struggled, like you said, really struggled to keep up with the possessions, really struggled to keep up with proper attacking against BYU. They've had a couple of really good moments. Joe Balestrieri definitely scored twice, made that attempt.
Absolutely. We're getting some decent looks on offense. We just simply don't have the ball enough. We're playing way too much defense, and it's really hard to get your offense into a groove and find a nice pace to play at and a good tempo when you have the ball for such little time. We've had a lot of really good looks, and a lot of those have also really just been some bad passes or some mishandled passes that didn't lead into a shot or didn't lead into a goal. I know GCU hasn't had quite as many shots on goal as they would like to here tonight, but I think we can definitely see an uptick that they're going to start letting it fly here in the second half.
Absolutely. The Lopes definitely needing to, like you said, get the possession of the ball more often, and their defense has done decently well, but if they want to keep the Cougars from scoring as much as they did the first half, they're definitely going to step it up as well. And they definitely need to make sure that their defense is a little bit more fluid, a little bit more
Absolutely.
solid.
We're getting a little bit spaced out in the middle, and definitely need to make sure that we keep it tight on the inside. Again, we've been playing quite a bit of defense, and considering how much defense we have been playing, this definitely could be a little bit more out of hand score-wise. I think our goalie, Alex Larson, also an Arizona native here, has been doing quite a great job in cage, and really just need to continue to get the ball out of our zone, really take our time on the clear, and settle it down on offense. Get our offensive players on the field and start going to work.
Absolutely. Hopefully, the Lopes will learn from this halftime break and the little lesson they're getting from Coach.
Absolutely. If I'm BYU as well, I'm just keep pounding the rock. We're just still going to the goal, not taking our foot off the gas pedal whatsoever, trying to increase this lead and, really kind of try and put a couple more goals in the back of the net, and then probably try and deflate the ball a little bit. Probably slow down the tempo, start burning a little bit of time off that clock, and try and get your boys out of here and get home with a win.
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead, be right back after this. Will join us back out on the field for the second half of the game. Stay here.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
I'm Dewey, a student here at GCU studying communications. My dad graduated from GCU in 2009, and he is definitely bleeding purple. He loves GCU to the max. Me choosing to follow in his footsteps was the best idea I could have chosen. The program they had here and the direction it could take me was exactly what I wanted and what I needed. I am a GCU Lope, and I will forever always be one.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
I'm Dominique. I'm a student here at Grand Canyon University studying hospitality management. My hospitality courses here are giving me a high quality education from professors that I know have been successful. Being able to work while I'm in school has enriched my college experience. I feel like I know where I'm going and what I want to do. When they say find your purpose, they mean it.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Learn the art of hospitality management at GCU, right in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona, a top tourism market bustling with opportunity for our hospitality students. Join the student team at GCU Hotel, delivering unmatched service plus amenities like the Oasis Pool, Fitness Center, and Canyon 49 Grill. Learn golf management at GCU Championship Golf Course, featuring over 7,200 yards of expansive tees and tree-lined fairways. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back to the GCU Stadium, where the GCU Lopes are facing off against the BYU Cougars. Score is 9-4. The Lopes needing to change it up just a little bit to come back in this second half of the game. We're getting ready to get started here with the second half, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I think you can expect both BYU and GCU to really come out swinging here in the second half. BYU is definitely not going to take the foot off the gas pedal. Definitely still going to want to keep going to the net. Obviously, GCU really needs to pick up the pace here and start putting the ball in the back of the net.
Absolutely. We're going to see a little bit of aggression from the Lopes. They played a little bit laid back that first half, and they realized that wasn't really working out for them at all.
Absolutely. I think we might see a little uptick in tempo from the Lopes and, really start trying to execute on a lot of these little offensive plays that we've had. A lot of great looks, just not quite executing.
As the Lopes get their players back on the field, we're going to meet you in the center for the first face-off of the second half of this game. The Lopes have 2 more 15-minute quarters, and they will hopefully be able to come back and make a difference.
As the second half gets started,
I think where one of the biggest differences in this game might lie is right here at the face-off X. BYU really seems to be controlling most of the face-offs, and after they score a goal, they seem to be getting possession right back.
Absolutely. Jack Varvel and Ryan Shin in the middle. GCU is going to try to pick up that. Ball was in the air for a while, and we got a flag on the field.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a illegal body check on BYU.
Definitely the Lopes are going to have to make sure that they can keep track of all these penalties and make sure that they can capitalize off these penalties, because they're going to need every single one of them.
Absolutely, that's going to be a huge key. I mean, we have a man advantage, and it's actually going to be a locked-in penalty, so it's going to be a 1-minute unsportsmanlike conduct, or actually 1 minute unnecessary roughness, targeting the head, and it's going to be locked in for the full time. So right here, GCU can pump in a couple of goals, and that penalty is going to last for the entire minute.
We get the ball swinging. Austin Eckroth gets the ball out. Balustrade gets it to Snowbarger. Taking their time now. The Lopes have that advantage, like you said. A little bit of strong defensive play by BYU. The defender making sure that Eckroth is not getting an easy time. Balustrade gets it to McDonald. McDonald gets it to Cameron Greniot. When Greniot looks right up there, walks up to her and throws it right in.
And what a move that was, just coming up, trying to fake like he's going topside, bringing it down for a toe drag, shooting on a low angle there.
Smart move by the Lopes to capitalize early, especially off of a penalty. In the first minute of the second half, score is 9-5. BYU still leads, but the Lopes making an effort to come back.
And Cameron Gruniak, coming out of Edmonton, Alberta, Really a pretty common Canadian move right there, getting to the goal, keeping it in your strong hand.
GCU Lopes goal scored by number 33, Cam Wendreniak.
Back in the center again.
Assisted by number 13, Sean McDonald.
BYU's going to win that face-off.
Really a disappointing face-off loss for GCU there after scoring a goal. That face-off was actually man up. Quite a shame they couldn't come up with that one.
GCU starting to play a little bit aggressively on defense now. Smart move on them.
Absolutely. They still have that man advantage, so they're going to try and send a double team to get that ball back.
Jake Hugard passes it all the way around. They're going to take their time. The Cougars needing a little bit of a moment now.
As both teams are back to even strength.
Wide ups out to Labrum. Labrum across to Bernal. Bernal's going to stay in midfield and keep it at the top of the box. They're going to try to go for it. It's a whiffed pass. The Lopes will recover the ball.
As you can see, BYU still going to the goal, still trying to put the ball in the back of the net, trying to get a little bit more of a buffer on that 4-goal lead they have.
They gave it to the keeper, Larson, taking his sweet time. Utilizes his defenders in the back there. So the ball gets tipped out, and BYU recovers. Some aggressive defense coming back from the Lopes, as they really did not like that.
Yeah, that was a great ride by BYU, forcing the GCU long pole to carry the ball over, putting him in a pretty tough position right there.
Yost gets it out to Labrum. BYU makes the shot, number 8, Chris Severson, but there's a flag on the field.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a defensive flag right there, penalty on GCU. Most likely the flag will be waved off and the goal is going to count. Actually, they're going to go ahead and count the penalty as well, as it was an unnecessary roughness. Pretty rough turn of events there for GCU, not only giving up a goal, but also taking a penalty there. Pretty ill-timed penalty.
Absolutely. The score is now 10-5. BYU still leading. As we go to the center field for the next face-up.
BYU is also going to have a man advantage on this face-off here as well.
The GCU wins that face-off.
Rare face-off win here tonight for GCU.
And Grenier slides the ball to Austin Eckroth. Tricked. And Grenier passes back. McDonald's going to sit with it for just a moment.
Yeah, GCU's just going to sit on the ball here and really try and kill the rest of that penalty, get their man back on the field, and get back to even 6-on-6.
Smart strategy by the Lopes, as that penalty is lifted now.
Cody Clark comes on the field for to release the penalty from Nathan Smith.
Clark gets around, gets to Grenier. GCU still but BYU slips it away. GCU recovers it as they make their way down. BYU smacks it out again. Excellent block by Alexander Larson. Pops right off of his shin.
Great save by Alexander Larson.
Yeah, huge save there.
Austin Eckroth charging all the way down, giving the Lopes a chance to get the early offense set up all over again.
It's going to be vital here for the GCU Lopes to get a good possession, really give their defense a break. They've been on defense most of the game and most of the second half here.
When Grenier goes straight at their goalkeeper, slides it right past him. The Lopes will score again.
Again, just a sick goal, taking a nice step up to the top side, bringing it down low for the nice toe drag, going hard to the goal with the left hand. That's pure Canadian move right there. Hailing from Edmonton, Alberta.
Lopes inching their way back up with only a 4-point deficit, 10-6.
Last two goals have been basically identical from Cam there, down on the low wing.
GCU Lopes goal scored by number 33, Cam Grenier.
GCU wins that face-off as well.
Goal was unassisted.
Definitely seeing some more aggressive play by the Lopes. They should have been doing this in the first half, but you know what? They're doing it now, and that's all that matters.
Absolutely, and as Jake kind of mentioned earlier, GCU, we've always been a second half team, so they're going to come out of the locker room firing on all cylinders.
Taking their time when Grenier whiffed pass right there. Way overshot, but they will get the ball back. Snowbarger gets it out to Eckroth. Eckroth back to Snowbarger. Goes for the shot, does not make it, but
yeah, it looks like that shot hit somebody there in the middle of the field before it even got to the goal.
Balestri recovers. Is getting double teamed as he's running around the cage all the way to the outer wing. A terrible, terrible call. The penalty called on GCU when the fans and all the GCU players thought it should have been called on BYU. And there's a flag on the field as well.
Yeah, both questionable calls. The first one they called over and back, which was definitely debatable as it looked from my view as the BYU player pulled the ball over the midfield line. Then I think it seemed as if a little bit in retaliation, GCU was called with a slashing penalty. Definitely pretty easy to get your emotions built up here in this game. Very untimely penalty for GCU.
Absolutely. They're working hard to try to play better this half, but they really can't be making silly mistakes like that and letting their emotions get the better of them.
Yeah, that's going to shoot yourself in the foot there.
Shot by BYU number 25, Harry Waddups, just over the pikes. Whiffed pass, but still recovered by Bernal. A slide under shot by number 23, Tanner Johnson from BYU. They're going to score again, making the score 11-6. BYU making sure they keep that lead.
Again, another just really unfortunate turn of events there for GCU. Debatable call on the over and back, and then to take a personal foul penalty and put your team man down. Really just can't be having that if you're a GCU Lope.
Like you said before, Kyle, they are a second half team, but with all these penalties coming on and all this aggression, all this emotion, the Lopes are definitely going to having everything go against them right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. It seems like they're starting to play a little bit more of their game offensively and getting some good looks at the goal there. But again, shooting ourselves in the foot with some pretty poor penalties and really just poor timing as far as taking those penalties. Really taking one step forward, 2 steps back.
The Lopes win that face-off, get the ball out. When Greniak with the ball.
Again, another big possession here for GCU. See if they can stop the bleeding.
And Greniak carrying all the way around by himself. Goes for the shot attempt.
Great save by the keeper.
BYU's going to take their turn now. Make their way down to GCU's box. Bertha with the ball.
BYU really taking their time getting their offensive subs on, as they're in no rush to go to the goal.
Whiffed pass, almost went out, but recovered by Bertha. Gets it back out to Taylor Heyman. Like you said, Kyle, BYU definitely not in any hurry to make their way.
Yeah, if I'm BYU, I'm going to spin the ball around the outside a couple of times and really look for the matchup that I want to take to the goal and really get my pieces and my other players where I want them to be and start attacking that way. Again, not really any sort of rush to go to the goal, with a nice 5-goal lead.
Luckily for BYU, their passes are getting a little sloppy all over again, but it's not really going to hurt them too much.
Yeah, they seem to be coming up with every single one of them, so they're getting pretty lucky. Ball seems to be bouncing their way right now.
Excellent block and recovery by Alexander Larson.
Another great save by Alexander Larson.
Larson sprinting out. Making their way to BYU box. Almost gets lost, but they do recover. Balistreri good with the assist recovery.
Yeah, risky play by the GCU pole there, Aiden Ryan, but GCU was able to come up with the ball and now looking to get some of our offensive subs on and go to work.
Lucas DeYoung charging forward. Gets it out to Wengreniuk. Wengreniuk goes. Attempted shot, but missed.
Great take by Wengreniuk there.
Lopes will still have the ball. Oh, the ground ball. BYU trying to recover. Ball's flying all over the place. And it will be out on the Lopes. BYU leaves the end line, making their way towards midfield.
And those are really the types of turnovers that GCU is looking to avoid here. great ride by GCU all the way down into their own zone, causing a turnover.
Ball again going crazily, flying up into the air multiple times. Out on the Cougars. Lopes will take the ball. Eckroth charging through. He's got 2 BYU players coming at him, but gets it away to Christian Essex. Who then gets it to Balestrieri.
Yeah, great decision there by Joe Balestrieri not to pull the trigger and pull it out as the GCU Lopes were subbing.
Ryan McDonald being patient, waiting. It's the ball to Cody Clark. A little bit of aggression by Balestrieri. Goes for the strong attack, but a very, very smart and strong block by Mason Moon.
Yeah, you can see the frustration all over Joe Balestrieri's face after that one was saved. And another flag against GCU.
GCU very unhappy with the way that they are being targeted by the refs tonight. It's always rough when you just want to play the game and one little incident happens and they call you on it.
Yeah, absolutely. There, refs are part of the game, and it's definitely a part of the game that doesn't always go your way. But again, got to play through it and really just control what you can. And right now, GCU needs to kind of refine their game and play a little bit more within the confines of what the refs are letting them do here tonight.
Absolutely. With just under a minute and a half to go in this third quarter, the Cougars are going to try to make an attempt to score. They do not get that chance.
As you can see in the man down, GCU is actually attempting to face guard number 5 on BYU, Connor Bernal, try and get him totally out of the play.
Another attempted shot by the Cougars. Missed. They take it in from the end line again.
As GCU kills the penalty, and we are back to even strength.
GCU's done a good job of that whenever they are in the penalty, either capitalizing off of a score or making sure that they can hold the Cougars off just long enough to get their team back up to full strength.
Absolutely. We've definitely subjected ourselves to quite a few penalties here tonight, and the man down unit has done a pretty good job.
There's a pretty decent-sized crowd out here tonight cheering on the Lopes. As we're in the GCU Stadium, the ball will go out. 2,000 plus fans out here tonight watching this game.
Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible, especially from how small the school was and turnout to games years ago to seeing over 2,000 students at games. It's awesome.
Score is 11-6. BYU's up. We'll be back after this.
Grand Canyon University's newly remodeled golf course is thriving in the heart of Phoenix, featuring over 7,200 yards of expansive tees and tree-lined fairways, signature par 3s, greenside bunkers, premium greens, and a brand new clubhouse and restaurant. Experience a University Championship golf course this summer with great rates as low as $15 available now. Book your tee times at gcugolf.com.
I am Laura Lozoya, and I am majoring in biology with an emphasis in pre-med at Grand Canyon University. The dorm life at GCU definitely helped me build relationships, and I've made great friends on this campus. The quality education here is great. You're testing your limits, but you're going beyond them. It all comes together. The sciences, with the ethics, and just everything. It's a beautiful thing.
Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu. GCU is the university that never sleeps, moving at the speed of light. And now GCU is leading in the area of computer science and IT. With over 200 university degree programs across 9 colleges, on campus and online, join the most inventive concept in education today. Fast track options available with courses in cybersecurity, cloud computing, and systems architecture. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Welcome back to the GCU Arena. Score is 11-6. The Cougars are leading. This is the 4th quarter. The last chance the Lopes have to recover this 5-point deficit as we hit the face-off. And it seems that BYU recovers it. Moon gets it all the way out to Hugard. Hugard with an interesting attack there. Goes right around the Pikes. No shot.
BYU really just being patient with the ball here on offense. And a huge save.
Excellent block. Oh my gosh. Alexander Larson tonight is on fire with the blocks for the GCU Lopes.
Yeah, he's come up with quite a few really big saves. Really holding BYU in check. Jordan Vicente on the one-man clear.
Working his way all the way around. The Lopes really need to be even more accurate and aggressive with their offense if they really want to catch up to this team.
Absolutely, and again, lacrosse is a game of runs. It's definitely a game where you can score quite a few goals in a short amount of time, and that's definitely what GCU is going to be looking to do here. Get on it, get hot, and get a couple goals in, and go on a nice run.
The Lopes almost had a chance right there twice to score as they keep possession of the ball.
Huge loose ball push call on BYU. Ball's going to stay with GCU here.
Every time they get close to scoring, they get a little bit more fired up. A little extra aggressive on the field by BYU. And GCU's going to score again.
Great tic-tac-toe play there with Joe Balistrieri on the finishing end. Coming upfield. Finish it off with a nice little dip and dunk.
Between Balistrieri and Larson, you've got a pretty powerhouse team out there. He scored 3 times, I believe.
Absolutely. GCU definitely is a potent team. Got a great offense. A lot of skill out there, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely.
Hopefully this will be a big shift in momentum for GCU, and hopefully they can keep riding that wave.
Assisted by number 33, Cam Wingrenniak.
The Cougars will have the ball. Scores 11-7. Back to a 4-point deficit for the Lopes. Just under 13 minutes to go. They have plenty of time to make up the difference as long as they keep playing as they have been. Artie Walters gets on and off. Gets it to Bertha. Bertha again leading the charge and then passing right back out. Back into this BYU rotation of game of keep away. They haven't had to play much aggressive defense, but when they're on their own offense, now that they're so far ahead, they certainly are trying to keep the Lopes defense on its toes. Block again by Alexander Larson.
Another just absolutely monster save there by Larson, and got the ball up and out quickly. GCU going back the other way.
You really can't complain about that. Having a goalkeeper that just can have really quick hand-eye coordination, really get the ball, see where it's going, and put his net up there to take that ball out.
Absolutely, can be a huge turning point in the game. You can get your goalie hot, get him really seeing the ball well, and it's going to pay huge dividends. And again, on the other side, if goalie isn't playing too hot that day, games can get out of hand pretty quickly.
Absolutely. GCU looking to work their way around. Balistreri gets it out. Snowbarger goes for the attack. It gets blocked and bounces out.
Missed his shot just left.
Austin Eckeroth. Balistreri with the quick move. Ball gets knocked out. Wide open to the only two BYU receivers on the other side. BYU is going to make their way down to GCU's box. Number 16, Braden Schoonmaker. Really working this Cougar team now to make it a little easier on themselves, kind of relaxing a little bit, taking their time.
Absolutely. They're going to try and start taking a little bit of air out of the ball here and really slow down the pace of the game. They're still going to the goal, still looking to increase that lead, but looking to play the game smart, looking to make the good decision, make the right pass.
Bernal, iffy pass to Labrum. Labrum does the quick recover. Another iffy pass by Labrum to Yost. BYU really has lessened the quality of their passes.
Yeah, luckily for them, a lot of these passes are outside on the perimeter and really just going right to their feet. Not much of a ground ball battle after it.
Shot attempt and missed by Zach Labrum.
GCU got lucky there. Shot just missed to the outside.
Looking as if he was going to take another shot. He doesn't. Waddups goes. Tries to shoot again. Misses. Cougars will keep the ball. GCU's defense pretty relaxed. Less than it should be.
Yeah, if I'm GCU, there's still a lot of time in the game. There's still 8 minutes left. I'm not trying to pressure out too far. It usually tends to lead to a couple of mistakes by other teammates and gives up some pretty easy goals. So I'm not trying to push out too much. I'm going to try and play it safe and get the ball back and see what we can do offensively.
Absolutely. Alexander Larson with that block. Ball pops out. It'll be the Cougars' ball still. And another block by Alexander Larson. GCU recovers.
Great save, Alex.
the GCU defense has actually limited BYU to only 3 goals in the second half here. So they've really picked it up on the defensive half. Let's see if they can catch up offensively as well.
GCU gets the ball cleared out and is now going on the offensive. And Grenier being patient. Lope's going to have to take their time now. Ball's knocked out, but still recovered.
Great ground ball on the inside there by number 15, Lucas DeYoung, keeping possession for the Lopes.
A lowered shoulder, but the ball pops out. The Cougars will take that and go away with it. A completely whiffed pass. Number 14 on BYU, Vic Rose, just could not grab it.
Yeah, GCU really lucked out there after having a pretty poor turnover. GCU then goes ahead and throws the ball away, trying to clear the ball into their offensive zone, and ball's back with the Lopes now. Let's see what they can do with it.
Really strong shot attempt by Balestri. But he misses. BYU takes it all the way down to the other side. Number 25, Harry Waddups, slides it right between Alexander Larson's legs. Goes for another point.
Yeah, that's a tough one for GCU to swallow there after getting a break and getting possession back, and then taking a quick shot, turnover, right back the other way for a goal.
BYU leads the GCU 12-7. Just a little bit over 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
If you're GCU, you really like to see him kind of sit on that ball a little bit longer and get a better offensive possession, really work for a good goal rather than a shot from 18, 19 yards. Tough one to make.
The Cougars win that faceoff, trying to be aggressive. Players falling all over the field. And there's going to be a timeout on the Cougars.
Timeout, BYU.
Lopes have definitely tried to step up and really tried to make a difference this quarter, as they've scored quite a few goals so far in the second half. Still trailing by 5, however. Trying to make that difference and really step up a little bit.
Absolutely. It seems like almost every time that GCU scores a goal, BYU comes back down and just matches it. GCU's offense, they're playing a little bit impatiently, looking for basically a home run look, whether that's a shot on goal every time they get the ball. They really need to settle it down, look for the right opportunity, and take advantage of it.
The Cougars still staying strong. The Lopes playing stronger, but just not quite at the same level as the Cougars at the moment. The Cougars got away in the first half. Second half, the Lopes have stepped up, but they're not quite able at the moment to surpass the level of the Cougars.
Yeah, it's going to be really imperative for the Lopes here to really cut down on some of these mistakes that they're making. Just far too many turnovers and really making just a lot of little errors that are really adding up to be something pretty big.
And it's always usually what it is, too. It's always the little things that throughout the entirety of the game stack up and weigh against you.
Absolutely, and I know that's something that Coach Rapkin harps to the boys over here at GCU is the little things. So hopefully they can start pulling those together and get this one turned around.
BYU making their way towards the GCU cage. Lots of passing going on by BYU, making their way inside.
Yeah, great ball movement there by BYU. Making really good decisions offensively.
Number 23 in BYU, Tanner Johnson, with the turnaround shot. Gets it right past Alexander Larson's stick. Another goal for BYU.
Yeah, you see Nathan Smith lose his footing there as they're going to the goal, and really just an unfortunate timing. Lost his footing, went down, and had a wide open shot at the goal.
BYU now leads GCU 13-7.
Scored by number 23, Tanner Johnson.
Just under 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. BYU quickly wins that face-off. The Cougars taking their time yet again. They've really enjoyed playing this game of keep away from the Lopes virtually throughout the entire game.
Yeah, they've done a great job as far as really taking control of the ball, really possessing the ball most of the game offensively, and really making it tough for GCU to do anything when they get it.
Zach Labrum did a little bit of back and forth at the top.
Jordan Vicente on the ground ball there for GCU, clearing it back up the field.
Lopes trying really hard to be aggressive. Looked like it almost was a shot, but not quite. Hit the side of the pike and rattled the net a little bit.
Yeah, it went just right outside the pipe there and hit the outside of the net. What we like to refer to as a mom goal. Look at all the moms in the stands going crazy.
Definitely got some craziness out here for sure. Like we said before, 2,000 plus fans out here in the GCU Stadium watching the game live and in person.
Which is wild. My freshman year, there was about 2,000 kids at the school in total.
Yeah. Ball's going to go out on the Cougars. GCU will hold possession. GCU taking their time, but really needing to make strong moves and strong offensive plays, as that shot was taken but blocked by Moon. BYU will now take it all the way back down.
Yeah, not only is GCU shot selection not quite the best right now, but the placement of their shots is definitely not going where these boys are trying to place them. And a lot of really easy saves for this BYU goalie. Really a lot of them just right to the stick, just easy popcorn.
Absolutely. That's the one thing that BYU has not done, is made really easy shots. They've made very difficult ones and kind of finessed them a little bit, and that's what's given them that security for that shot.
Absolutely. You haven't seen Alex Larson with too many easy saves here today. Really throwing his body out there in front of the ball and laying it all on the line for his team.
BYU still toying around with the Lopes right now.
Yeah, really just working the ball around the outside. Hardly going to the goal, but putting a little bit of pressure on, as there's just about 2 minutes left in this ball game here.
Got another timeout.
Can imagine BYU, who just called the timeout, going to game plan a little bit for the last 2 minutes of this game. Really just make sure they can put this one away and get on out of here with the victory.
Absolutely. Score again is 13 BYU, 7 GCU. GCU trails. They're working their way, trying to make the effort. Tonight, there are over 720 club sports athletes in attendance. Just goes to show the support that the teams here have for each other, making sure that they really stick out for their other neighborly players. The Lacrosse team, a very large team here at GCU. So we come out of this timeout. It's always inspiring to have your roommates and your friends and your classmates for sure.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the best parts about playing college ball is having all your friends and family there. Not to mention, as you said, roommates, classmates, really anyone that you can get to come out to ball games and support, especially with a stadium like this.
Absolutely. So we get back into the gameplay. BYU still holds possession.
You can expect more of the same from BYU, really just swinging the ball around the outside. Really interested to see how much GCU presses out here as they're down by 6 goals with about a minute and a half left.
Strong ball movement, a shot by number 7, Andrew Bertha. A little high.
As you can see, BYU still just letting it fly, not taking that foot off the gas pedal.
That pressure right there, though, is definitely what's given BYU that advantage in this game. The aggression, the persistence especially. No matter how far ahead they got, they're still pressing and still playing hard against the Lopes.
Absolutely.
Swinging around the outside. Just behind the left side.
And BYU just dumps the ball in the corner as they had a stall call put on them. Last couple of seconds of the stall, just dumped it in the corner, and we're going back GCU's way.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. GCU tries to make an attempt to put another point or two on the board. Even with the short amount of time, the aggression is still very light on the Lope side.
Yeah, they're still trying to sub on some of their offensive players and not really quite sure how much they're going to try and push here at the end of the game.
A very direct shot by Austin Eckroth.
Loses a glove on the hit.
And that will be the last play of the game. The BYU Cougars win 13-7 over GCU here in the GCU Stadium tonight. Both teams played extremely hard tonight.
Yeah, just far too many mistakes there by GCU to come out with a victory. Great game by BYU. Really complete game from top to bottom. Very deserved win.
Absolutely. Thank you all for joining us tonight here on GCU TV. I'm Dewey Jeffries with both of our guests, Jacob Hippensteel and Kyle Mason, former GCU lacrosse players. Don't forget to follow us on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and always be on the lookout for new content on GCU TV on YouTube.com/GCU TV. Thank you all for joining us and have a wonderful night.